everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about choosing watercolor supplies. You may be wondering, how do I know which supplies to pick? There are so many brands, prices, qualities, and styles to choose from that it can get overwhelming. That's why I'm here today to show you what I personally use, as well as a few other options that you may want to consider. In this video, I'll be covering the 4 main essentials for watercolor painting: paper, paints, palettes, and brushes. With each essential, I'm going to be showing 2 options for you: professional grade or student grade. If you're just starting out, you may want to start with student grade depending on your budget. But if you'd like to invest in some higher quality supplies, I'll share some options for those as well. To start off, I have here some Strathmore watercolor paper. I've used this for the past 9 years, but it wasn't until recently that I switched to a more professional grade paper. This is a student grade paper, but I find it to be a fairly affordable option, and it's a great quality in the sense that it's not too low of a quality that you can't get great results. For a professional grade paper, I have really loved using Arch's watercolor paper. It is a high quality paper that allows for smooth blending of paint layers, and its texture is great for watercolor painting. Whichever option you go with, be sure to get a paper that is 140 pounds. Pound refers to the thickness of the paper, and I find that paper less than 140 pounds is too thin. For paints, I would recommend the Winsor & Newton brand. They make both student and professional grade, so when you see Cotman on paints, you'll know that is student grade. You will also notice a difference in the same colors between the 2 qualities, but the Cotman line is still a great paint set to start off with. You can buy cakes of watercolor paint, but I personally stick with the 2 paints. It's just a personal preference, so just choose what works best for you. If you do go with paint tubes like I do, then you will need a palette. For palettes, there aren't really student versus professional options, but there are different quality options on the market. Cheaper palettes will most likely be plastic, and I used a plastic palette for around 5 years, I think, and I found it worked just fine. But metal or ceramic palettes are a higher quality palette, and I do find that paint spreads better on the metal one that I have. And last but not least are brushes. I currently only have 1 professional grade brush in my set, so I mostly use student grade. I use the Grace Art round brushes for my work, but I've also used brushes from just, Hobby Lobby. But however, I have noticed a major quality shift when I started using the Princeton Heritage round brush. It just tends to glide more easily on the paper, and I found it really maintains its tip when painting. So those are the 4 main supplies for watercolor painting. I will put links for the supplies I've mentioned in the description below, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. And go ahead and give this video a like and comment below if you found this was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. See you later!